show you briefly how you might use sections in a test. Sections are meant to give you a little more control over what the kids can do when. So I will show you first. You can either start with a test that you have already, or you can start with items. I'm going to start with this one that I kind of started already to show you. Actually, let me go back. Let me start with items. So I'm going to add this one, and it says create test with 2 items. And now I have 2 different items here. They're both multi-part. I can view them and see what standards they're attached to. Then I'm going to go to add items, and I'm going to click create section. So I've got section 1 here, and the item codes are listed. But I'm going to add another section, and I'm going to call this one Coral Reef. And I'm going to call this one Old Forest. I don't know which one of these is which. I'm going to select the items that I want to use for this part and choose this one. Add. So if I go back to manage sections, I can see that I've got 2 items in Old Forest and 1 in Coral Reef. I don't think I can get rid of that one here, but if I go to review, I can see that the Old Forest section has 2 items and the Coral Reef has 1. And I probably made a mistake with this one, so I'm going to delete that one. And then I'm going to go back to manage sections and create another section and call that dinosaurs. And grab another multi-part question to add there, and then go to review. So now I've got 3 sections. And what that's going to allow me to do is to have different settings for each section. Not all of the settings can be different, but there are going to be section settings. And you'll see that underneath settings. And if I look on the left-hand side, I can navigate all the way down to section settings. And here is where I can prevent students to go back if I want to do that. I can lock the sections and manually open them in class if I want to do that, to keep everyone on track and on the same pace. And then I have calculator options for each of the sections, which isn't going to be applicable to everyone, but some of you might use that. And then all of the other settings are for the entire exam. And that's about it on the sections. If you want to see what that looks like, you can view this as a student, and I can start each of the sections, if they're not locked, separately. But they'll end up in one test.